Young here, and today I'm in the Audi TTS Coupe Sports. So the TTS is a little bit sportier version of the Audi TT, and this is a unit that we brought in ourselves through Western Circle. This is 2016 model, and engine specification wise, even though Malaysian Audi TTS from the dealer produces 286 horsepower and 380 Newton meters of torque, this one is a grey import. Therefore, it produces the same as the European counterparts of the Audi TTS, which is 310 horsepower and 380 Newton meters of torque. So there's a 30 horsepower difference there. Now I'm driving in dynamic mode, and really you can feel this car just accelerate. It's not a very heavy car, then again it's not a very light car as well. It comes in at around 1,400 kilograms. So that isn't very light by all means, but what it does have is quattro all-wheel drive, the all-wheel drive system that Audi is known for. And on these sorts of roads, the twisty roads of Teluk Bahang and Batu Tinggi, it shines, it really shines. The gear shifts, lightning quick response, and in terms of the steering, in terms of piloting this car, or normal person driving this car, it's good. It's very agile, more agile and more quick response than the S-Drive 20i BMW Z4 that I drove last week. It's more comfortable than a Mini Cooper any day of the week. It's more comfortable than a Mini Cooper, than a Mini JCW, or even Cooper S. It's by far a lot more comfortable than that. You can see the interior is really nice, and I really love these kinds of two-tone interiors with bright leather inside, whether it be white or beige or a tan kind of color. And this red is just really keeping it super classy with the sport seats. Diamond cut as well in the middle of the seating portion where your back touches the seat, so that is really classy looking. I love it. It's very premium, soft leather to the touch. Right, it has the TTS logo embossed on the seats as well, so that's another nice premium touch. And I'll show you the interior of the driver view later. That's very good as well, because it is black leather with red contrast stitching to pair with the seats. So that's really premium. I love it. I love interiors like this, and it drives absolutely like a beauty. It drives so elegantly, yet with dynamic mode it does make the engine sounds, the raspy kind of tone. That's fantastic. Audi TT. Now in Malaysia, the Audi TT would retail at around 380 380k Malaysian ringgit or 384, something that starts like that for the base Audi TTS in Malaysia. Because it's a recon unit, I think we are retailing it at around 270. So that's cheaper than a BMW 320 G20 sedan price range, more or less, right? So it's below 300k for a recon unit, for a grey import unit brought in by Western Circle, and it has like a very premium finish. First of all, engine is around 26 or like 30 more horsepower than the Malaysian counterpart. That was because of Malaysian laws for fuel consumption and engine stuff, you know, environmental stuff, Greta Thunberg stuff. So that was the reasoning behind why Audi Malaysia had to tune the engine to produce a little bit less horsepower. So that's something interesting. The funny story is, I'm supposed to meet up with some driving gang that has frequently joined our Penang One Better Drives, but we're not organizing Penang One Better Drives because it is still COVID-19, in the shadow of COVID-19. So we definitely would gather more than 20 people, so we choose to avoid large gatherings like that. But we have a little small car meet gathering going on this Saturday, and they told me Teluk Bahang them, and I woke up and I was in a rush and I was like, fuck, let's get to Teluk Bahang. It's Teluk Bahang Shell or something, so it was like 40 minutes from the time I arrived there. I was like, oh shit, 40 minutes to go to reach there. So I just like, go ahead. And this engine really pulls, for such a small, agile car with all-wheel drive quattro. 380 Newton meters of torque, 310 horsepower. It really pulls so hard, and that comes through in really the lower rev ranges where you need to pick up and accelerate. It picks up so hard. The official numbers in terms of century sprint is 0 to 100 in 4.6 seconds. That is in Porsche Cayman category. That is in Porsche Cayman category, and the interior does not lose by a big margin to the Porsche Cayman or Porsches in general, especially like the Boxster Cayman 718. Of course, you can spec the interior up to however posh you want, with however high grade quality leather you want, but those are really expensive options, are they not? See that? Those are really expensive options. That you do get some of the exhaust pops. Let's see if you can hear it. A little bit. There's more engine noise. There's more engine noise than cracks and pops, but it's present, especially when you're going fast in the upshifts. is some of that, but not as much, which was my main complaint about the Audi TT Roadster and just basic Audi TTs, just basic Audi base level TT. That was my main complaint, because it just didn't produce enough raw oral enjoyment for me to think that, yeah, I'm in a sports car. But this one, yes, it does have that. You know, it's a little bit less tamed. No, it's not less tamed. It's everything's a little bit more in terms of like, oh yeah, sportiness, interior, engine noise, speed, driving mechanics, quattro. Everything's just a little bit improved from the Audi TT base variant, and with that it comes with a little bit more oral enjoyment, and this is for me a very, very good bargain for a two-seater sports car. TT is something that you can really drive daily, right? Compared to, why would I choose the TT over, for example, why would I choose the TTS over, for example, Mini Cooper, which is what it's commonly referred to, or like compared to. I wouldn't choose the Mini because of its comfort, right? Audi TTS especially, it's super comfortable, luxurious interior. You feel like you are in a very premium cabin. Yeah, you feel like, yes, I am good. I'm in a good place in life where I can afford this car, where I can drive this car. People coming into this car are very, very frequently impressed. Like, holy shit, red seats, black two-tone leather with contrast stitching, red. People who notice this type of small details, they will come into your car and be like, holy frick, that is clean. That is a very, very clean interior. Now, infotainment system is not as new as the BMW Z4, obviously, because that's released last year or a year and a half ago, or a year and a half ago. So that was released then, and this was released back in 2016 in the Malaysian market. So a little bit different there, but there's no more center console screen. I'll show you a bit later. Everything is centralized within your driver display. The center console, the dashboard, not dashboard, what do you call it? And the screen through the steering wheel, that thing. Okay. Yes, and this is equipped with Bang & Olufsen as well. Bang & Olufsen 12 speaker sound system setup, and I will 100% be listening to music right now in crystal clear audio quality if I were doing a video. Since I can't drop the top, I'm gonna listen to my own music. That is the T. It takes a little bit of getting used to this car because the functions, everything is just very Audi lah. And I'm not someone that drives a lot of Audi. Okay, then again, I'm not someone that drives a lot of BMW as well, but it is what it is. It is what it is. It's a good drive. It's a very solid drive, and I was driving up Batu Ferringhi just now. Perfect. I would give it a 9 out of 10 compared to the BMW Z4. There were some corners where I took aggressively with the BMW Z4, and it resulted in quite a bit of oversteer on the back, whereas this car with its front engine quattro setup, I took some corners more aggressively than the BMW Z4 S-Drive 20i, and this car took it like a champ. There was only a hint of understeering from one corner, a hint, a hair, a little hair, and everything else was basically pinpoint, as in the steering was just very direct, very accurate, and precise enough, right? I still wouldn't say that it is Porsche Cayman or Porsche Boxster precise, because that's just on another level. And honestly, Audis, Minis, BMWs are on this level, and Porsche is just a little bit higher, you know? And you get that reflected to the pricing as well. Okay, this car in Malaysia, even if you buy new for less horsepower variant, it starts at 384-ish, right? If you buy a reconditioned one from us, or a grey import from us, this Audi TTS, there's not many in the market. If you buy it from us, then you get it for around what, 270-ish, or Muda, if I'm not mistaken, it's around 270. And yeah, around 270, it's like 110,000 ringgit discount. And we are not hanky-panky dealers, so we do not change meters and stuff like that. And we have the workshop capability to support you in terms of after-sales warranty and servicing and maintenance. You just don't get the original Audi dealer receipts and stuff. You still get all the service records, you still get all the maintenance records, you still get all the previous history of this car, you still get everything as you would be. Okay, so that's it. For me as a consumer, this would be a very, very good option, because it is what I want in 9 out of 10 categories of for example, how I rate cars, right? It's just missing a drop the top for me. But I know a lot of people who would rather get the TTS Coupe without drop the top, because that's just how they are. They just don't really like the drop the top experience, and no judgment. I am someone who really likes the drop the top experience. It's why I have increasing interest in cars, because of the drop the top. And yeah, if anyone would like to get this car, you know who to find. Me, right? If you know anyone that would be interested to get this car as well, so just, you know, refer friend. I can give not really friend price. If you know anyone who would like to get this car, you know where to send them, to Western Circle PG. And this is on Muda as well. There's not many in Malaysia, and I think the price difference from TTS dealer in Malaysia versus grey import in Malaysia, the difference is big enough to justify a buy like this, especially with such a beautiful spec. It has everything that you could ever want. A beautiful interior that isn't bright. Like many people complain, bright interior, white leather cannot lah. Wow, dirty. It's kind of a darkish kind of red. Right, it's a darkish kind of red with diamond cut and TTS logo embossed. Classy, super classy. The exterior, nano grey. Almost, it's not black, it's nano grey, and I'll show you this beautiful shade of grey. It's fantastic as well. And yeah, outside I'll show you later, the spot trimming, everything just makes it look outstanding compared to a normal TT. And yes, so that's the end of my driving review-ish talk. Yeah, moving on, I will show you the exterior later.